You ever notice how Stranger Things has monsters from another dimension, secret Russian bases, government cover-ups, and somehow the one guy who sees it all coming is this paranoid dude in a bunker who likes to drink like it's a personality trait? Because today we're going to be talking about the most underrated character in Stranger Things, but yet again one of the most beloved, Murray Bauman. And trust me, you don't know Murray, but that's why you're here in this video, because today you will. First glance, Murray looks like he's just here for laughs. He's loud, socially allergic, and the type of guy who would absolutely tell you your life story after asking your name one time. But Murray isn't just a funny side character. Murray is a lot of things. Murray is, in many ways, a journalist, a conspiracy theorist, a survivalist, the Russian translator. And later on, he's basically a one-man special ops when he took out that helicopter and basically saving the ending for Stranger Things. And the most wild part is, he's usually spot on. He's almost always right. So we met Murray in season 2 when Nancy and Jonathan are trying to prove what really happened to Barb. And Murray has been doing what the government hates most, asking questions. He's already piecing together the Hawkins Labs is a cover-up, the fake stories, the missing people, the lies. But here's the thing, Murray is introduced like a joke, like a guy who spends too much time reading conspiracy newsletters, until you realize he's right. He clocks the lab's behavior immediately, he reads people instantly, and he becomes the first real outside force who helps Nancy and Jonathan weaponize the truth. And then he hits us with one of the most Murray moments ever. He calls out Nancy and Jonathan's romantic tension just by reading the room. Like, this man is so emotionally invasive he could probably guess your password. Murray isn't like other characters. Everyone else in Stranger Things reacts to chaos. Murray in a way predicts it. He's not driven by power like Brenner. He's not driven by fear like the townspeople. Murray is driven by one thing, and that's the truth. But not truth in a heroic or polished way. No, in a messy, uncomfortable, I'm going to say what nobody wants to hear kind of way. Murray is that guy who says, you're lying, you're scared, you love each other, so cut the shit and rip the clothes off already. As well as, this is much bigger than what you think. He doesn't care if it ruins the vibe. That's how he works. That's how he gets through life. He knows what the truth is and he's gonna say it. Because in a show where everyone is hiding something, Murray is the only one who forces the truth out and into the open. So we cut into season 3 when Murray stops being the conspiracy guy and becomes the plot secret weapons guy. Because in the show, Joyce and Hopper happen to get their hands on a Russian scientist, but for some reason I forgot his name, and we're gonna call him Smirnov because that's what Hopper would call him. Smirnov badmouths Murray. And Murray has no issue with this because he's the one with the gun. He's the one who can understand Russian and literally puts Smirnov in his place. And because of Murray's understanding of Russian, a lot of things would not go right without him. Joyce and Hopper don't understand the Russians. The code doesn't get cracked. They wouldn't understand the full scope of what was really happening in the Hawkins Mall. They wouldn't have known that it requires 2 keys to shut down the whole operation. They wouldn't know what their real intentions are. What are they trying to do in the mall? Murray goes from background chaos to critical infrastructure. And then of course season 4 happens. Murray has basically become a completely different species. This man goes from let me analyze the government conspiracy to let me in the prison with the Demigorgons. Murray joined by Joyce on a mission to rescue Hopper from Russia. And this is where Murray becomes something rare in storytelling, a comic relief character who evolves into a genuine hero. Not because he's strongest, but because he's willing to do what others won't. He fights, he risks his life, and he commits fully. And yes, even using a flamethrower on a Demogorgon. Murray Bauman is one of the only people in Stranger Things who can say, I survived a Russian prison, I assisted in killing a monster, and I still went home to drink some sweet Smirnoff, or whatever alcohol he has in his cabinets. Here's where it starts to get more interesting. A lot of the fans think Sir Murray is just self-taught, but the show hints at something deeper because Murray isn't paranoid in a goofy way. He's paranoid like someone who's been watched before. He knows surveillance tactics. He knows how to disappear. He knows he has a bunker. And that's why whenever anyone or anything, like when Joyce and Hopper brought Smirnov to his house, he basically felt compromised. And then he had the feeling to move. So the big theory is Murray may have had some kind of past connection to intelligence work. Maybe not CIA, maybe not KGB, but there's something there. Or maybe he's just the most dedicated conspiracy guy in human history. Either way, Murray is built like a man who's been in the game longer than he admits. Something's different about him, something that no one can see, but we can if we take the time to squint our eyes and look at the details. But here's the part people don't talk about enough. Murray is not optional to this story. Without Murray, Hawkins' lab might not even get exposed. Nancy and Jonathan's never goes public. The Russian base plot collapses. Hopper dies in Russia. Joyce loses her anchor. Murray is a bridge between a lot of things. The normal world and the truth. He's a truth dealer. In every season, Stranger Things gets bigger and more dangerous, but Murray keeps leveling up in a way, especially in My Truth. He starts as that weird guy who knows too much and needs to get taken down, and becomes the only reason anyone survives, especially in season 5. Because without Murray, they wouldn't be able to get all the gear and the equipment they needed, because Murray was the guy leaving Hawkins and coming back with everything that everyone needed. But not just that, Murray takes the bull by the horns and runs, uses every courage that he has, throws the freaking explosive, destroys the helicopter about to take out Hopper and Eleven, and basically saves two of the most important characters in the show at the ending right now. One thing I could say that Murray Bauman is the man, the myth, and the bunker legend himself. So yeah, you don't know Murray, but now you do. And if you haven't, go back and watch Stranger Things Season 2 when Murray finally shows up, and let me know what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, subscribe, comment. Do you think Murray had a pass in the intelligence work, or is he just built different? And if you want more You Don't Know videos, tell me who I should cover next. Because you never know, stranger things have happened before.